Welcome to the deep dive beat. I am really looking forward to this one.
Oh, me too, because, well, let's set the stage here. You think you're a Claude Power user, right? You have a Notion folder. It is packed with 30 amazing prompts. But here is the harsh truth. Copy-pasting them is costing you time. It's costing you money. And it wastes computing power.
It is wildly inefficient. So today we are exploring Claude Skills. It's a totally new paradigm. The mission today is simple. We want to stop teaching the AI our preferences from zero.
Every single time.
Right. We will walk through 8 practical skills today. They transform repetitive tasks into automated, reusable workflows.
It completely changes how you interact with AI. But, before we build specific skills, we need to understand the core concept. We have to look at what a skill actually is.
Yeah, and the meta tool used to build them.
Exactly. Let's explain the problem first.
Yeah.
Long pasted prompts eat up your tokens.
Right. And tokens are basically the tiny pieces of words an AI reads and processes.
That's right. Heavy usage limits vanish incredibly fast when you do this. The AI has to read your entire setup every single time.
It's exhausting.
It really is. It wastes so much computing power just establishing a baseline. So a Claude skill is different. It is a packaged workflow. Think of it like teaching a chef your favorite recipe once.
Ooh, I like that analogy.
Yeah, instead of explaining what a kitchen is every time you want a sandwich.
Right. And behind the scenes, these are stored as skill.md files, basically a hidden text file saving your exact workflow steps.
Exactly. They don't clog up your context window. They only load when you need them. You just call them using a / command in the skill name.
I have to make a vulnerable admission here.
Yeah.
Beat. I still wrestle with this myself. I literally just copy-paste my favorite massive prompts from Notion every morning.
Oh, we all do it.
It's a hard habit to break.
It is. And that is exactly why we are starting with skill number 1, the skill creator.
The tool that builds the tools.
Right. With the skill creator, you don't input a short prompt. You describe your full workflow, start to finish. Let's look at the YouTube Brand Scout example.
That was a fascinating use case from our sources.
Yeah. Finding brand sponsors on YouTube channels right now.
Yeah.
You tell the skill creator your exact step-by-step process. You want Claude to scan a transcript. You want it to identify brands. Then you want it to format them into a table. And you need specific recommendations like strong fit or skip.
Wait, so if my description is vague, how does Claude know what I actually want the skill to do?
That is the genius part. Claude proactively asks follow-up questions to lock down the exact workflow criteria before saving. It forces you to clarify. Then you test it with real inputs.
So Claude asks follow-up questions to nail down the exact workflow steps.
Exactly. It interviews you.
That makes sense. Now that we know how to build skills, let's pivot. Let's apply this to a very common daily task, creating and refining written content.
Yeah, writing is where most people spend their limits. This brings us to skill number 2, Hook Forge.
People spend hours agonizing over opening lines. For articles, for social media.
Oh, just staring at a blinking cursor. It's painful. Hook Forge automates that friction. You just provide the topic, the audience, and a content summary. The skill then generates multiple hook variations. And it doesn't just give you the text. It provides the angle and explains why it works.
It teaches you the psychology.
Right. But once you have that draft, you hit another wall. The draft sounds robotic.
Yes.
Which brings us to skill number 3, the humanizer. AI content has a very stiff flavor.
It relies on statistical averages.
Exactly. It picks predictable words. The humanizer edits AI-generated content to improve flow. It increases sentence variety. It removes those predictable AI transitions.
Like delve and furthermore.
Yes, it hunts those down, but it's careful. With humanizer, it preserves the author's voice instead of overwriting it.
With Humanizer, is there a risk that it completely erases my personal writing style to make it sound human?
You would think so. But the specific instruction in this skill is guarded. It preserves your original meaning. It acts like a polish, not a rewrite.
Got it. It preserves your unique voice while removing those robotic AI cliches.
Yeah, it makes the AI invisible.
Sometimes the words are perfectly human, though, but the format is wrong, or the complexity is entirely wrong for your audience. Beat. Let's explore reshaping information.
See, this is a huge bottleneck. You have the research, but you need visual structure.
Enter skill number 4, the infographic builder.
Right. Imagine a dense 20-page report. This skill extracts the key ideas. It removes the fluff. It creates a scannable outline.
With the title and headings.
Yes. and even visual suggestions. It is totally ready for design.
It bridges the gap between text and design. But sometimes format isn't the issue. Sometimes it's the sheer complexity of the language.
Claude loves to over-explain.
It really does. It gives you every nuance.
That is why we have skill number 5, Caveman.
I absolutely love that name.
It's perfect. This workflow forces Claude to use simple language. Fewer words. Absolutely zero jargon. It is amazing for token reduction.
And for explaining complex things to beginners. But let me ask you this. If the Caveman skill cuts out so much text, aren't we losing the actual factual value of the original content?
It seems risky, but no. Caveman targets jargon and filler words. It targets those long introductions. The core information remains totally intact.
Right. It cuts the fluff and jargon, but keeps the core message entirely intact.
Exactly. It just removes the cognitive friction.
We've completely stripped the fluff. Before we talk about scaling this exactness, let's take a quick pause.
Sponsor.
And we are back. Beat. We have reshaped text. But what if we need to scale content across platforms or apply this precision to software engineering?
Scaling and coding require extreme precision. Let's look at skill number 6, expand and contract.
This is a style-neutral skill.
Completely neutral. You can tell it to expand a short thought with context and examples, or you can contract a massive report into a tight summary.
Without losing the original tone.
Right. It's like an accordion. You turn one idea into a tweet, then a newsletter, then an essay.
The tone stays locked. That is incredibly useful. But let's transition to pure logic. Let's talk about code.
Skill number 7, the Karpathy guidelines.
This is vital for developers.
Yeah, inspired by Karpathy. This workflow forces Claude to understand existing code before making edits.
That is a massive shift. Normally an AI just overwrites things.
Exactly. It acts like a careless junior dev. This skill forces it to prefer small, focused changes. It has to explain decisions.
And highlight side effects and risks. Beat. Whoa. 2-sec silence. Imagine an AI instantly understanding the context of an entire massive code base just to safely inject one tiny, perfect line of code.
It is mind-blowing to watch. It stops you from breaking production.
Is the Karpathy skill mostly for writing brand new apps from scratch, or does it have another purpose?
It can start from scratch, but it is actually most valuable for reviewing, fixing, and modifying existing complex project code bases.
It actually shines when reviewing and safely modifying existing complex project code bases.
Yeah, it's a critical safety net.
So, if we can trust Claude to evaluate code base risks, we can use it to evaluate real-world risks.
That sets up our final workflow, skill number 8, decision framer.
Moving way beyond a simple pros and cons list.
Right. It evaluates complex choices. Let's use the sources example. You are choosing between launching a paid newsletter, an online course, or a membership community.
Those are tough, compounding choices.
Very tough. Instead of recommending just one, the skill surfaces your assumptions. It highlights risks.
It maps out the consequences of each trade-off.
Exactly. A community needs daily moderation. A course is heavy up front. The framer provides a structured framework when intuition isn't enough.
So I plug in my problem with decision framer, just make the final choice for me.
Not at all. The AI's job isn't to choose for you. It highlights the consequences of each path, so your human judgment is better informed.
No, it highlights trade-offs and consequences, so you make a highly informed choice yourself.
Precisely. It sharpens your strategic thinking.
We have covered a lot today. Let's synthesize the big idea here. The overarching critical insight is that a usable Claude skill starts from a repeated workflow.
Yeah. Not from a clever prompt.
Right. It is not about generating more prompts. It's about building a library of reusable systems, systems that perfectly match how you work.
You are creating automated habits. It frees you from the tedious setup phase entirely.
I want to leave you with a provocative thought. Beat. If AI can now standardize and automate all of our repetitive workflows and frameworks, what uniquely human, messy, creative skills should you be focusing your newly freed up time on?
That is the question of the decade. I highly encourage you to take action on this. Pick just one repeated task you do every week. Turn it into a skill today. Test it out. See how it changes your workflow.
Start building your library. Thanks for joining us in this deep dive by UTRO Music.